What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Serie career mode. It is episode number 34 returning today. What a start for Udinese, man. 10 wins in a row in the Serie A. And right now in the Champions League group stage, halfway through, we're playing match days 4, 5 and 6 today. 6 points on the board out of possible 9, 1 loss in 3, but I'd say beat Sporting Lisbon away and avoid defeat to Barcelona, and now all but guarantee qualification. But just before we get into the games today, 9 more to come. We've just been awarded Manager of the Month, and it's crazy to think this is the first time we've had it in the save and one of the only times I've won it in this year's career mode. To get Manager of the Month, you basically need to be absolutely flawless. 10 wins in a row is what it took me to win Manager of the Month, man. Absolutely crazy, but hey, we got there in the end. Also, Haaland's won a Ballon d'Or once again, and we're going to dive into the first game of today's episode. It's at home to Hellas Verona. Again, 10 wins on the trot, 8 clear of Napoli in second place right now, but again, only just a quarter of the way through the season. It's been an unbelievable start, but we've got to keep it going and keep our eyes on the prize. First game, Hellas Verona at home for Udinese. Zielinski to Prati. Nice ball through to Georgi. And Isak gets it out of his feet, takes it on early, and tip behind for a corner. Still 0-0. And we know at some point we're going to have our first slip up in the league, man. We're not going to win 38 games out of 38, obviously. And I mentioned before, I've only ever had, one undefeated league season in my entire history playing FC for YouTube, and that was back in FIFA 13 with Atletico Madrid. That speaks volumes to how difficult it is to go or even attempt to go undefeated. 38 wins out of 38, I can't even picture it in my mind. And I can't even picture Xhaka winning the Golden Boot, but technically both things are possible this season as our skipper heads us in front of his 8th of the year already, 1-0. Hellas Verona looking for... Oh, looking to respond. What a goal. What a goal. Great turn, great finish. 1-1. It's Xhaka well in some. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, Xhaka. Xhaka. All his goals have come with his head. Until now, no, he hits the post. He can't score with his feet. We talk about golden boot. It wouldn't be the golden boot. It would be the golden head. It's... The golden head. Imagine. Oh dear. Xhaka. He can outmuscle 6 opposition defenders in the air to score a header from 25 yards. But ask him to finish a simple one-on-one, he's got no chance. Come on, don't go behind here. Don't go behind. Oh, Sasha well in. Got him starting LCB in this game. Strange selection, but just because of the lack of depth at CB really, or quality depth I should say. Run, 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 keep going, keep going. Surely. Oh, it will sell it off the bar. Come on. Still time to find a winning goal and prevent what will be our first league slip up of the season. 21 minutes. Hitting the post twice on one-on-ones. You can't do that. Oh, and expect to win. You got to take those chances, man. I've been on top all game. Just one of those games where it's like, you haven't done anything wrong apart from poor finishing, really. Build-ups have been fine. Chances created have been excellent. Yes! Just needed to take a chance. Festi doesn't miss twice. Udinese have surely won it late. Come on. Well, we were hardly our best at the San Siro, and we are hardly at our best tonight. But what do both of those wins have in common? They're undeserved, but still victories. Yet we will take it. It is 11 straight and 33 points out of 33. I'll say it again. Xhaka winning the Golden Boot. Udinese having an undefeated season. I can't see either of those things happening, but as things stand, they're both definitely possible. Big victory in Udine. So after the game, just extended 2 contracts. Alexander Prass, whose deal is expiring, now can't leave on a free transfer as he signs a new 2-year deal. So happy to have him coming off the bench. And also Lorenzo Luca as well. Took a sporadic squad role, but I had to give him a massive pay increase in order for that to be the case. So now he won't complain about game time, and we can just have him coming off the bench for our new star striker, Alexander Isak. Worth paying the money to make sure he stays happy and will not leave, because he's such a great wild card at 6'7". Of course, don't forget, before Isak came in was our starter. Right, following game, Fiorentina away in Florence, aiming to make it 12 wins in a row in the Serie A and pull even further clear at the top of the table as the outright favourites and front runners this season. Forza Udinese. Yeah, that's something I do encourage you guys to look at as well. Like when you've got a bit of money and you don't plan on making any new signings, look at the contract situation. You know, before you think about bringing new players in, get your own house in order and think, right, hang on a second. Who's not happy with their current deals? What contracts need extending so they won't leave on free transfers, like in the case of Alexander Pras this season? And also, is there a player I can give a new deal to where they'll take a lesser squad role, even if I've got to pay a bit more money? Because that way, okay, we're paying a little bit more out of the weekly wage budget, but that player now isn't going to complain. Like we're not going to see Luka complain now like he had been, because he's agreed to take a sporadic squad role. As Profundi drills in the opener and Udinese lead. Yep, keep the spirits high before you think about bringing in new players. And right now, our spirit is as high as it gets. Udinese in front early. Timber, the ex-Arsenal man, trying to get around Oscar Dorley, and does. And Dutch defender tries to whip one in near post, and is that a pen? It is indeed. And a booking for Fatos. There's a collector's item. Penalty and a card for our keeper. Fatos in for Alex Merritt for this game here. And yeah, to be fair, it probably is the right call as well, as Hannibal takes the touch over our Albanian #1 and wins a spot kick as well. Yeah, I said I'd be rotating the goalkeepers this year. Merritt's had a lot more game time than Fatos. A rare start for him and a penalty conceded. Nico Gonzalez saved by Gashi. But he says, Gaffer, I'll redeem myself here. I'll make up for that error. Keeper with the save, and I rarely save penalties. Udinese still leading by 1. So second half underway, still leading by 1. Great delivery by Fatos! Oh, he's doing it all today. Gives away a penalty, saves it, gets a booking, sets up a goal. Fatos, gosh, that's his 3rd assist of the save. Normally I get 1 per save. I've had 3, all for the same goalkeeper. He's a wild card, this guy. He's a wild card. He does it all. Great delivery. Isak's header. 2-0 Udinese, and I think we're on our way for our 12. He's just pure value. Like, he's just pure entertainment value. Not the best goalkeeper, but you know you're going to get fireworks. Udinese 2-0 up. And again, I think it's going to be 12 wins in a row in the Serie A. But again, a long way to go. Not even a third of the way through the season yet. So just keep those feet on the ground. And as Fatos makes a great save at the near post, and it drops for a goal kick. Look at the reaction as well. This guy, he's just pure entertainment, pure chaos. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's quite Esteban Dreer levels of chaos, and Docks OGs will know all about him. But he certainly is a bizarre character. And unfortunately, he's going to lose the clean sheet as well with 8 minutes on the clock. I think we should be able to see out the win as Zola smacks it in. But 7 to go. And whilst again the clean sheet is gone, the win will make it 12 in a row. Just got to grind out now. Come on, don't throw it away, don't throw it away, don't throw it away. No. Gashi, what a save! He's carnage! He's chaos! He's kept the 3 points in the bag! Yes! Massive win, you see what it means at the full-time whistle as well. And I'd love to see the stats on this, man. I really should start recording them. How many times do I say this, man? I need to start doing it. I need to be able to count for this. I need to start recording the stats. I bet he's probably got more assists than any other goalkeeper I've used. Because Valente got goals, but Gashi gets assists. His 3rd in the game saw us get our 2nd goal, and that big save late ensures us keep hold of the 3 points. Oh, what a chaotic win in Tuscany. Right, following game, Sporting Lisbon away. Heading into this one, they've lost all 3 of their first Champions League games. In order for them to qualify, really, they can't afford to lose tonight. If they do, they're almost definitely out. But, in fact, they mathematically will be out. But, heading into this game, they are still undefeated in their domestic division, just like us. So I can't expect them to be okay with 4 straight losses in Europe. If we're going to win this one and have a great chance of qualifying, got to be at our best. Forza Udinese. It's also a rare game off for the captain. First game missed all season long, which needs a breather, really. He literally plays almost every minute of the season, so yeah, when I can get him a rest, I'm going to do so. So Zielinski takes the armband. And speak of the devil, oh, what a start he's had to the season. Zielinski, again, I think that's already his 5th of the season. This dude is absolutely dominating. I say dominating. He's off to a great start of the season, though, regardless, man. Life in those old bones, yeah, he's approaching his mid-30s, but he's not just here for the token homegrown status. No, he's got the talent as well, and he's showcasing it too. Udinese in front. Now, we might go 2 goals up here, 8 minutes in. And it's that man again, Zielinski. Oh, puts it just wide. Mazetic down the right-hand side. Rolls it in. Pedro Gonçalves on the turn. Great save by Merritt. Only thing he's had to do all night, but had to be alert for it, as we still lead by 1. This is a decent Sporting Lisbon team, man. I'm surprised they've lost their first 3 games, and as things stand, set to lose all 4 of their 4 European games. They're top of their division, undefeated as well, but why they're struggling in Europe, I've got no idea. Well, how often do we say it? The sign of a good team, and most crucially, the sign of a champion is one that can win when they haven't played well. And at the moment, that's all we're doing. We're scraping through with 1-goal victories, but hey, wins are wins, and that all but guarantees qualification. Avoid defeat on match day 5, and that locks it up mathematically as well. This is not exactly dominant, not exactly brilliant, but listen, I'll say it again, wins are wins. 1 point away from the knockout stages. Got to start performing better though, because at some point our luck is going to run out. And let's be honest, we have been lucky to start the season off. Following game, Lazio at home in 4th place right now. We might be 12 clear of both 2nd and 3rd, but again, only 12 games in. Yeah, it's been a perfect start, but there's still a long way to go. And got to play much, much better than we have recently. Lazio at home, our next contest for Udinese. Poor pass that, and now if we want we can push the pace here. He's out to Keita. Go on, away you go, away you go. See you, Profundi. Press. Profundi. Press. Oscar Dorley puts it just wide the post, and again, not really at our best right now, man, honestly. 35 minutes in, haven't really got going. Still 0-0. At some point the luck's going to run out, and it may well be this game. Just got to play better. Calafiore to Xhaka, and the captain to Keita, as we're still deadlocked here. Who's going to be that guy that comes up big with a big moment? Festi Ebosele, is it you? Alexander, Profundi, Dorley, Prass, Keita, great block, and Alexander shot blocked, and then Profundi fires wide. 24 to win it. Well, I said it was coming. I said it was coming. At some point, the luck was going to run out, and in the end, it does against Lazio. Our first game this season where we fail to get the win in the league. We're still undefeated 13 games in, but it is our first slip-up of the season. And it was coming. It was on the cards. You can't play that poorly for this long and expect to get bailed out every single game. Much to ponder. Undefeated still, but winning run finally over. And it won't be easy to get back to winning ways on the back of an international break either. Following contest, Roma away at the Stadio Olimpico. And again, despite being undefeated, 12 wins in 13, we're only 10 clear of Atalanta, third the way through the season. There's still plenty of the season remaining for this title race to get competitive. In order for it not to be competitive, for us to run away, we need to get back to winning ways and get back to performing better as well. Following game away at the Stadio Olimpico for Udinese. Yeah, for me, I often talk about this. Like, when you've had like a slip-up or a loss in a game where you were hoping to win, I mean, you hope to win every game, but you know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's just a performance that's the most frustrating thing. Like, more frustrating than the loss or the slip-up, if you will. You know, if we were to have drawn that game against Lazio, but it was a 3-3 thriller, like, played really good football, just got a little bit unlucky, I'm not going to get that mad. But it's the fact that we were just, really poor for the entire game. And like I said, the luck ran out. It's as simple as that. We have been very lucky to start this season, and eventually we knew it was going to run out, and it did. If you put a shift in, you put a good game in, and you've just been a little bit unlucky, one of those things. Chalk it up. You know, it's just how it goes. But when you've not played well, That's when it's frustrating. That's when it's annoying. It's like, because you've only got yourself to blame there. You've got to turn inwards and say, didn't slip up because I conceded a deflection or an unlucky goal or I should have had a penalty or whatever. No, just didn't play well enough. The only place to look there is within yourself. But the good thing about that is that you can find the answers when you're harsh with yourself that you'll be able to take into your next endeavour. I'm not just talking about football or FC here. Alexander Isak with the opener. Udinese in front. Felix shut down by Georgie, sorry, not Fatos. Georgie, and a great ball as well. And his man sliding. Had him reaching. Couldn't get there. Isak keeps hold of the ball. Prati has his pass cut out and Rowe will clear. And again, it's just, oh man, it's as things stand, going to be a win, but it's just not enough. We're going to get turned over by Barca on match day 5. We need to beat them to have any chance to top in the group. Due to head-to-head record, we've got zero chance playing like this. Oh, great ball. But Georgie does get our second. What a ball into the middle that was, though, to be fair. Threading the needle. Georgie with the finish. And Udinese will return to winning ways. To be fair, one thing I have been impressed with recently is the defending, man. As things stand, set for our third clean sheet in a row. There's Luca. Oh, what a finish. And how many times have we said this? There's this misconception about big men is that they're not going to be as good with their feet. But Peter Crouch had a really good touch and great technique. And Lorenzo Luca, well, we called him the Italian Peter Crouch. And Crouchy himself will be proud of that one. Great first touch to get out of his feet. Drills it in on the half volley. And off the bench, double L. Make sure it will be an L for Roma. 3-0, points in the bag. And returning to winning ways. And this has been our first good win in quite a while too. Convincing victory. That's what we need. Not just a win, but a convincing victory. Great confidence going into the Barcelona game. Yep, following game, Barcelona at home. And because of the head-to-head record, we must win to have any chance at topping our group. Otherwise, we will be guaranteed to finish no higher than second place. But all we need is a point to guarantee qualification heading to match day 6. So avoid defeat. At least we've done the minimum objective of qualifying. Let's get through the group tonight for Udinese. 14 minutes in, still 0-0, and again, because the head-to-head record got to win tonight. A point will guarantee second place, but only the win gives a shot at qualifying as group winners. And again, because of the scoreline too, 2-1 away in Barcelona, we have to, if not, hold on. Win by 2 clear goals, score 2 or more at least. That's a very tough ask against this Barcelona side, and it'll be made even tougher if we go behind. Victor Gyökeres has his shot blocked by Pongracic, gets it back, great header through, and Meret does really well to adjust his body in midair and turn it behind for a corner. Still no, but this Barcelona side is fantastic. There is no shame in finishing runners up to this team. This is such a good side. As Constantine Frank gets it away. Yeah, I think we're going to have to accept runners up here. Because Barca are in the mood tonight to lock up top spot. And I think they probably will. Bernardo Silva with the finish. And the ex-Man City man puts Barcelona deservedly in front 27 minutes in. So second half underway. Still down by 1. As things stand, it is going to be our second loss of the season. Both coming against Barcelona. Yeah, domestically in the Serie A, we are right now looking red hot. But in Europe, specifically against Barca, we sleep. we haven't quite got it sorted against these guys yet. But again, their team is just so good. Can't come as that much of a surprise. And this might be 2. It's not. A great save by Meret. And that's the thing. It's not like we're unlucky to be down. We could be down by like 2 or 3 goals here. Had it not been for Alex Meret, we probably would be. Bernardo Silva is pulling the strings out there. We've made some great strides forward. But I think this game and, well, to be fair, both games against Barcelona have taught us a harsh lesson. We're not there yet. Rafinha doubles up. And Barca are going to guarantee it's top of the group for them with a game to go. It's going to be free. It's going to be free. It's going to be free. Rafinha, great footwork. Better finish. 3-0. And a lesson taught in Udine. We are still a notch below the European giants. Yeah, we've made excellent strides forward. Not just since this save began, but really over the past 2 years. But we are still quite a way off being at the level of your Barcelonas, Real Madrids, Manchester Cities, whoever you want really. We are gaining a reputation, not just domestically, but in Europe as well, but back-to-back losses against these guys, and guaranteed now to finish second place. Yeah, we're a notch below, know our place. And to be fair, 2 games in our last 3 in all competitions where we failed to score and win. Yeah, maybe you could say Udinese are starting to slow down a little bit. So let's speed things back up again and get back to winning ways here. Following contest, Empoli at home should be a banker. Forza Udinese. Where you going? Yep, we'll have that all day. Watch that. And now, easy money, easy money, easy money. Oh yeah, cool as you like from Simone Profundi. Just strokes it in to the bottom corner. And that opens the scoring. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Had a great win against Roma and brought back down to earth against Barcelona. But come on, just let that be a blip, man. Doesn't need to start a poor run of form. No. That's a blip. Let's get back to winning ways with a big one. And Simone's 5th of the year. In 14 games, averaging over 1 in 3. Oh, great turn. Oh, Gashi, brilliantly done. That is excellent from Giorgi. And then Boselli says, I'll get you the assist, son. Oh, no, he won't. Oh, my God. There's missing the target. And there's absolutely hooking it. Festi Boselli well wide. I should have just rolled it to Alexander Isak, but I wanted to get the assist for Giorgi because it was a terrible touch. That was a brilliant bit of dribbling. And this will be... Whoop. There we go, carbon copy as second. Ain't going to miss twice, and Alexander ain't going to miss. I should have just rolled it to him for that second goal, but hey, we'll get it a few minutes later. 2-0 up, and yeah, I feel confident we'll be returned to anyways. But again, like the winning against Roma, don't just want to return with a win. I want a big win. I want a feel-good victory, you know. It's not just the 3 points I want, but a statement. That's the thing, like a win when you've been playing poorly is a really welcome sight and a needed result, but a big win is just a awesome feeling and a great statement, as if to say, yeah, we've been playing poorly, but we're back, and we are indeed. Alexander Isak bags his brace for a lovely little Trivela, and Udinese are 3-0 up. Yep, returning to winning ways. They're not just doing it with a straight through 1-goal victory that we've had recently, but no, a big return to winning ways, and back-to-back 3-0 wins in the league as well. This is so much better. Easy. Come on, I want to make sure we see out the clean sheet now as well. Stay. Oh, well done, Fatos. He's just carnage, isn't he? To be fair, it's a good bit of goalkeeping. Yeah, I want to make sure we stay concentrating on the defensive end, man. So I want to get a clean sheet too. Stay tight. Stay locked up defensively. Profundi. Isak on for the hat-trick, but he'll be selfless and find Festi instead. And this time puts it right after the earlier miss. 4-0 Udinese, running away with it, one of our performances of the season. This is so much better. Much better. There's this great phrase I like called winning solves everything. I don't necessarily agree with it wholeheartedly. I mean, like, if an organisation is like, you know, rotten to the core, so to speak, I don't think that, you know, a trophy every 4 or 5 seasons fixes the problems. But for Udinese, this win certainly solves our fears that we were starting to slow down. 7-0, the aggregate scoreline of our last 2 league games. Yep, disappointing loss to Barcelona, disappointing slip up to Lazio, but we are definitely back. That is a fantastic win. Right, let's do 2 more so we can end on that young boys game, final one in the Champions League group stage, where again, it's a meaningless game because we're guaranteed to finish second, but at least we can see the draw for the last 16. Final league game today though, Napoli at home right now, 10 clear of Atalanta in second place and aiming to keep them 10 points clear with a win here against the lads from Naples. Forza Udinese. Gaetano down the right for Napoli, running at Giorgi. That's a brilliant cross. Oh, what a ball. And Darwin Nunez, with the ball put on a plate, gobbles it up and gives Napoli the lead. That cross was picture perfect. And the Uruguayan simply could not miss. Alright. Napoli in front. And here is a position we have not been in all season long in the league. Trailing and needing to come from behind in order to remain undefeated. Plenty of time. And as I often say, the advantage, if you will, to conceding early, oh yeah, is that, as Alexander will say, calm down. There's still lots of time on the clock. The clock is your friend. The clock is your friend. You concede in the first 20 minutes. Guess what? There's 70 minutes plus stoppage time still to go. There is loads of time to get it sorted. So just don't panic. Like, just don't panic. Sometimes teams get off to poor starts. If you have as well, no reason to panic. No reason to make big adjustments. You got, oh, it's Georgie 5 wide. Loads of time. Yeah, I think one of the reasons why our England team have become a much more resilient bunch over the past few years is because I re-listened to the Gareth Southgate episode on the High Performance podcast recently, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. This is recorded before the World Cup back in 2022, and he discussed how when he first came into the job, he asked the players whether they previously in training had prepared for situations where they're facing adversity. You know, they've had a man sent off or they've gone a goal down, and the players said no. So what they did is they worked on it in training. You know, they'd be playing a training drill, they'd be playing a training game. Jack Gashi makes a brilliant save there. And Gareth would take one of the players off and say, okay, well now you're playing with a man disadvantaged. You've got to learn for these situations that may well happen in games. And I think that's one of the reasons why we were better prepared for situations where we had been trailing at the Euros, you know. We had been in tough situations. We had, an important player be taken off because adjustments needed to be made. Being well prepared for the bad situations puts you in a much better position to deal with them when they inevitably arise, because they will in time. It's just a way of life. Nothing's going to be executed perfectly from the first minute to last, no matter what you do, and that includes high-level sport. As Georgie wins it back, and will get it away. Oh, what a turn, Isaac! Hold on. Yes! And maybe that's what Udinese have been working on in training as well. Yeah, things have been great, but what happens when they're not going great? What happens when we're a goal down? But Gaffer, we haven't been a goal down yet this season. We will be at some point, and we need to be prepared for it, and we have been. We didn't panic when Nunez scored the opener. We just believed we'd be able to turn it round, because we prepared for it in training. Udinese in front, 2-1 up, and Oscar Dorley almost put us 2 goals up. A great saying which I believe that everyone should repeat before they begin an endeavour of any kind. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Because at some point you may be in that situation, and when it is, you need to be ready for it. Udinese were. We went a goal down early through Darwin Nunez, but we did not panic. We were prepared for the situation to arise at some point this season, and we turned the game on its head. Sasha Boas first since joining the club wins it, and Udinese maintain their undefeated start to the Serie A season. Right, final game today. We'll get through this one quickly as well. Young Boys away in the final Champions League group game where, again, we can't finish any higher or lower than second place. So we'll see if the backup brigade can still get us to win, and we'll end on the draw for the Champions League last 16. Forza, Udinese's backup brigade. Oh, that's a cracking ball through that. And the Swiss side, who, to be fair, may not be able to qualify, but can qualify for the Europa League by finishing third. They could do with a result here. They might end up getting a win. Great finish by Mara, and the hosts have the lead, but I'm not really that fussed about it. Whether we lose 3-0 or we win 3-0 doesn't really matter. We know second is locked up anyway. Just don't injure any of my backups players, Young Boys, and I'd really appreciate it. Magnino to Zamura, and now Luca to Zielinski. As he's tackled and Young Boys get it back. You know, again, I know it's a meaningless game, but as Mara gets his second, the fact that we are going to qualify in second place by losing half the games, I mean, it's not exactly encouraging going into the last 16, is it? I can imagine that the teams watching the draw are all probably thinking, please let us get Udinese. Like, all the group winners are thinking, please let us get Udinese, because these guys are trash, honestly. We got humbled by PSG in the last 16 last season. Whoever we face in the last 16 this year, guaranteed to be a side at top the group. But let's just say they're all hoping that Udinese will get drawn out of the hat when they've been drawn previously. This is pretty poor form in Europe. Domestically, brilliant, but in Europe, Not great. And Dukidi to Luca. And Lorenzo back to Zielinski. Wearing the armband tonight. Great ball through. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. And I've been bailed out by the oldest man on the pitch. Peter Zielinski has been really good this season, to be fair. Started him tonight, gave him the armband, and he's just scored a contender for goal of the season. That is glorious. Didn't really know where I was going. It's just recycle possession, put it on the edge of the area. But the finish, absolutely brilliant. Clipping the underside of the bar. Tony Yeboah style. Yep, life in those old bones yet, man. Don't rule him out just because he's approaching the mid-30s. That is a... You can say that about Zielinski and Docksy boy, I think. I mean, I'm 31. Let's calm it down. Even so, 2-2. Battling back from 2 goals down to possibly claim a point. Docksy and Zielinski, seniors in arms. You love to see it as that shot hits the bar. And Peter gets it away as well. Still tied at 2-2. What a game. For a meaningless game for us. This has been a fun one to play, I'm not going to lie. And Young Boys looking to restore the lead, which they've done so. 12 on the clock. They want that third place, man. They want Europa League football. And it looks like they're going to get it. The most meaningless game of the season. And it ended up being one of the most enjoyable to play. That was a really fun game, that, to be fair. But despite battling back from 2 goals down to level it, we end up conceding a later goal and end up leaving with nothing. Still qualifying in 2nd place, losing half the group games. That's an achievement in itself. Let's do the draw for the last 16 and we'll end it there. Yeah, unfortunately you can't get a draw for the last 16 with the animation. So you got to do it the old-fashioned way, just by going to the standings. You're going to see it straight away. You'll see it as soon as we get back to the main menu here. It is going to be in the CL last 16, not PSG again. Please not PSG again. Borussia Dortmund in the last 16. And where's Barcelona? Oh, there's Barcelona. They got Porto in the last 16 themselves. But Borussia Dortmund last year, of course, faced them in the group stages, beat them and drew with them in the 2 games we had against them. We got them again, this time in the last 16. And to me, I think that'll be a very even tie indeed. They topped their group, 1 clear of Benfica. And we'll run through the full groups here. Wow, Milan finished bottom of their group there in Group B. We'll run through the full groups. And yeah, Udinese, despite losing half the group games, making it through as runners-up. That is one of my worst qualifications ever, but it'll be Dortmund in the last 16. I think that's dead even there. We could definitely take them out. We could get knocked out like last year, I guess. We'll see. But that'll do it for today's episode of the Serie A Career, guys. So big fan of you. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode, returning with more big games in the Serie A, aiming to stay double digits clear at the top as we get to the official halfway stage of the season. We'll have the Coppa Italia against who? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. And the January window will open as well, where there's a little bit of money, but I wouldn't expect any signings. Have a great day though, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.